Hey, what's happening, everybody? Let me give you the short version of this long video that's loading. Um, remember, Trump's number is 6 times 14 times 1946. His number is 163464. You times that times the 30th times the 12th month. Well, you get the 88. Sure, got it. But then times it by 2022, which is your entire date. You get Donald J. Trump in Hebrew Gematria, 1189. Here is your Hebrew Gematria, Donald J. Trump. 1189 in Hebrew, 888 in English Gematria, which is nothing more than simple Gematria times 6, and 148. Remember that 148 and that 1189. Go back to Trump's number times 12 times 30 times 2022. You got 1189 for Donald J. Trump. You got 148 for Donald J. Trump. You got 88 for Trump. You got 88 for Trump. Along with my wedding day to the woman, where I became her 88, and 871 is the first 3 digits of her original marriage number. Insane in the Membrane. 98th verse is the White Horse verse. So that 30th is just jumping off the page. December 30th does give you the Antichrist in Hebrew Gematria. When I keyed in December 30th into the Gematria calculator, gives you 27. That has been in second wife and I's combined number since I met her, and not part of the rotating anomaly until 2007, but there was even a 27 in there the year I met her, when the rotating numbers were 626, 126, the final 2 years of that rotation. So it's just interesting that 27 is in there, along with Marilyn Monroe and Hillary Clinton, all spit out by December 30th. Kansas City Chiefs pop up. The numbers 322 come right up. So does 577. Golden Gate Bridge break. Weird Al Yankovic. Unbelievable. By the way, in the numbers, you do get a 553 per previous video. That's loading. Trump Golf pops up. So does it take place while he's playing golf? That's always kind of been, you know, tops on the list. So that crazy mathematical anomaly is rotating 123, 623. When the year Trump was born, it's at 123, right in the heart of it, with 88s on each side. Remember that. She's 5.5244 times me, times the year 1946, Trump's year. 1946 times 5.5244 times 8. There, I had to hit a crazy button. You do get 1231 in the heart of that, with 88s on both sides. Which would be theoretically, when he's in the ground, he's in the heart of that number too. Wow. So the 1231 is in there for New Year's Eve, which is in the middle of iPet Goat. Day of the Dead, New Year's Eve blower. In the previous video that's loading, we brought up blowout New Year's. It's called a blowout. And then I keyed in Day of the Dead blowout. Does not exist. So an iPet Goat, when he's blowing that thing out, that is New Year's Day. Out it comes. Boom. That's New Year's Eve. Excuse me. New Year's Eve. Day of the Dead. So he's in the ground on 12/31. He's going to go down same day Jesus died on the 30th and rise on a Sunday. He's going to mimic Jesus. That's the Cliff Notes. There's a lot of little nuggets in the previous video, but it's super long, so I apologize. So the Abomination of Desolation is on day 110 of the year. So him rising on New Year's Day, when you include both dates, you get your 110. That's so nutty, isn't it? So if you do 2023, January 1st to 2023, total solar eclipse of 420. That's the length. That's the height. If you include both dates as bookends, that's the height of the twin Trumps, 110 days. Because it's day 110. It would be the Abomination of Desolation total solar eclipse. Now, if nothing happens in January and you get into February and just like there's not enough time to kill 2 billion, and we showed you in a previous long video that you can do it with the technology too, and how they showed you the heads popping off. We showed you the clip of the heads popping off in the Kingsman Golden Circle. Everybody that took the poke, that was to get everybody connected. That's why they're not pushing it anymore. They got enough connected to kill. Probably already 2 billion got poked. Death due to the war and the famine. Well, there's your war. That's weaponry right there, along with bombs, along with starvation, especially during the cold. So, I mean, you could. I mean, remember when they froze Texas a few years ago in mid, I don't know when they did it, but it was it was later in the winter, I'll tell you that. So they can constantly send freeze outs about every, I'd say 8 to 10 days. They could send cold fronts that'll just blow your mind. Like make this last one look normal. I think that, so yeah. But if nothing happens after a while, whatever you feel that is, then you have to start looking at the total solar as the Abomination of Desolation time. I mean, God, I've said it so many times it rolled off the tongue, as the offing time, the fake event, since the Twin Towers were 110 tall. So anyway. All right, so long version is loading, and then I will put this will be the short version. All right, and the long version, we went over the grid. We just showed a lot, but this really that really did spit out. That's just gigantic. I guess we can also go back and do the his number on the 30th. That's day 364. So Trump times 364. Wow. We got 500 for Antichrist. That wasn't in the previous video. And there's your 89 times 2022. 120 for Adam. 11.7 rising. 12 number for the church. 712 tribulation. I mean cleansing church. You can, of course, say, 8/11, the total lunar eclipse or election day and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, then you run that by 12 times 30. What? You get 1189 again? So you take that same number. You take Trump's number 163,464 times 30th times 12th month times 2022, where you get that 1189, you know, the 189, 148, both Donald J. Trumps and simple gematria, Hebrew gematria, 88 for Trump, 88 for Trump. Where you get all that, then times it by day 364 of the year, you get the 1189 again. 33. 216 you get with it also. 6 times 6 times 6. It's absolutely mind-blowing. That's mind-blowing. So he can go down to the 29th, and this could be the 30th, and you rise on the 31st. I think he's going down on the 30th. And he's going to rise on New Year's Day, where all things are new in their pagan world. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. Love y'all.